Sit. Good boy. All right, well, here we are back again at Animal Training Development Center, and today we have with us Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear is a 6-month-old Cavapoo, and he is in our board and train program. He's actually finishing up day 10 today, and so we're going to show you a video of everything we've taught him. I'll just go ahead and let you lay down as I talk. Down. Good boy, Charlie Bear. So Charlie came to us at just 6 months old, and really that's the youngest time that we encourage people to start doing board and train type programming. The 10-day board and train program is pretty intense. It's kind of like a boot camp. We've got a lot to teach and kind of relatively short time to teach it. So we push, pretty hard and pretty steadily to get everything in. And really proud of Charlie, the way he's handled all that. Being a young dog, they tend to not have a lot of life experience, and therefore they get spooked pretty easily. And we've got the loud trains that go by here all the time. We've got loud traffic out front. And for a while that was a bit overwhelming for him to work through. We were having some house training accidents because just about time he'd get comfortable out there sniffing around, getting ready to do something, a truck would go by and he'd get all tense, and so really it took him a little while to kind of ease into everything. But now he's doing really well with potty breaks and haven't had an accident here in a couple of days, which is really good. As you can see, he's able to hold his down command very comfortably as I stand here and have a conversation with you, and really he'll seem like to his owners that he's matured just maybe a year compared to what he was like just 10 days ago. So really did a great job, and I just really love him for his dogality type. He's definitely got a supportive side to him that I think is the higher side now. He started off with a little bit of a higher guarded side to him. So I would say when he came 10 days ago, he was high guarded with the underside of supportive. And in the 10 days that we've had him, he's flipped. So he's a high supportive with the underside of guarded. And that little bit of guarded side may just start to dissipate even more as he gets older and gets a little bit more life experience. But he does have a tendency to put on the brakes, as in, just stops completely whenever he's not sure where he's going or what's going to happen. That little bit of guarded behavior is also evident in the way that he interacts with other dogs at times. Not so much now toward the tail end of our program here, but in the beginning phases, he was kind of offish toward other dogs that would approach him if he was, standing and they came up too fast. And again, that's that little bit of guarded side that may just even dissipate altogether as he gets a little bit older. But for now, I think that's still a part of what you look forward to seeing him evolve into is the high supportive, but that little underside of guarded will probably be part of him as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. That guarded side is going to make him the most affectionate of all the dogality types. I've always told people if a guarded dog wore a sign, the first side would say, "I'm not a hugger," but if you flip that sign over, it would read, "However, if I choose to hug you first, you'll never have a better hug in your entire life." And that's true. They're very loyal and very, very affectionate to those that they let in their inner circle. The supportive dogality type is really very eager to please, and that's that side that we're seeing really start to manifest above the guarded. So at any rate, we'll now get into the things that we've taught him. The first thing we teach every dog when they come to us is that there's an unspoken command that just basically means to him that he should be aware enough of us at all times when he's on a leash that the leash never gets to the end. So if I start to walk away with him, you'll notice that he gets up and follows. Now, this isn't the heel command that we'll get into in a minute. In this case, he could be on the right side, he could be in front of me, he could be on the left side, he could drop behind me. The only thing that he has to make sure he doesn't do is get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. And I love this idea that we don't have to give a command for this basic concept that once the leash is on a dog, they shouldn't try to, race to the end. And if they're bigger, maybe even knock us down. But even smaller dogs should learn, not to just bolt away at any time when they're on a leash. So once again, just wandering around with him. Very good. And you can see he's doing a really nice job of kind of keeping with me. And that's all there is to that. So no matter where I go or how fast or slow I go or how much leash I give him, here we've got 6 feet of leash. But if I take up a little bit here, it's the same idea. Now he's only got 2 feet of leash, but it's the same premise. And if I gave him a retractable leash of 20 feet, it'd be the same idea, except now he'd have maybe 19 and a half feet to play around on. But the idea still being, don't get to the end of the line at any time for any reason. So there's that. Next thing we got into is a simple command to sit. Charlie, sit. Sit. Good boy. And sit means sit and keep sitting. So if I walk a circle around him, he should keep sitting the whole time. Very good. We've had chances to drop treats and bounce balls and have him sit at car doors and the training center door and our house door, all that good stuff. And so he's done really well holding the sit command through all kinds of distractions. Okay. Good boy. Okay is his release word. He can stop sitting, do whatever he likes. It's always a good sign when they want to come forward and get a little bit of a connection with you there, but they don't have to. If he decided when I said okay, he wanted to go lay down on his place over there, he could do that, or maybe they go get a drink or something. But basically, the okay just means he can stop doing what he's doing and do what he wants. Next, we taught him the heel command. You chose the left side. And so heel is a position in relationship to your body, and Charlie's doing a great job of heeling right now. So his paws and my feet are parallel with each other. He's close enough that I could reach down and touch him, but not so close that I feel like he's in my way if I want to turn a sharp left turn. When I give the heel command, I want to lead with the leg closest to him, so that later we could teach him if I lead with the outside foot, he stays put. Maybe you walk a circle around him that way. When we lead with the inside foot, heel, and now he should stay in that position in relationship to my body no matter where I go or how fast or how slow I go. And in this case, unlike the unspoken command, there's a lot of rules to it. Not just the one where he has to stay in position, but in addition to that, he shouldn't sniff the ground, he shouldn't look away, he shouldn't be too far ahead or too far behind, he shouldn't crowd me to the right, he shouldn't be too far to the left. He shouldn't even scratch or even go potty during the heel command. Good boy. And he should sit at the end whenever you stop. Very nice job, Charlie. Good job. Heel. Once again, we're going to do a figure 8 pattern, and I recommend when you get him home, practice some of these. You don't have to have cones. You could have 2 books on the floor or 2 chairs just to do a left turn and right turn around. Good. And this is real good to help him practice both left turns and right turns. And then once in a while, go ahead and stop and be sure that he... Good boy, Charlie Bear. Very nice. Good job. Next, we taught him down. Charlie, down. Good. Little hand signal goes over his head like that. Even if they don't look up and see the hand, they can tell that your hand is there. Basically, we all have dead skin cells that are just raining down upon our dog if we put our hand above their head, and they can sense that. So even those old English sheepdogs with their hair all in front of their eyes, it's amazing to me as a trainer how well they can tell when that hand's above their head. But there are times that you want to just give a hand signal. Maybe I'm talking to a neighbor as I'm walking around the block, and I've got my dog, and I can see I'm standing there for a long time. It's kind of uncomfortable for them to sit for more than a couple of minutes, and I decide, well, we're going to be here for a while, but I don't really want to break up my conversation. So it's nice to be able to put your hand out like that, and as you continue to have your conversation, your dog can go into a down position. It's a lot more comfortable for them to hold, and they can do that for a lot longer period of time. So hand signals as well as verbal commands are what we like to teach. Again, the signal for the heel is leading with that inside foot, so the leg closest to him. So if he heels on the left, you lead with the left for the heel, and if he heels on the right, you lead with the right. But in his case, we've taught the left side as you requested. Get a nice little automatic sit there. Good boy, leading with the outside foot, the right foot. Now he should stay put. Good job, Charlie Bear. And down. Excellent. Good. All right, next I want to show you the crate command. Now, I know you say he doesn't normally have to stay in a crate, and that's fine. You don't ever have to do this again. I saw a great meme on Instagram the other day from some other trainer, one that I agreed with 100%. It says, not every dog needs to be in a crate, but every dog should be crate trained. And boy, he sure didn't like to go in there when we first started, but you'll see now how well he does with that. And as I travel, anytime we travel, I always have the dogs for their safety in crates in my van. And so he's really gotten over that, that nervousness about the crate. So let me show you that one. Okay, Charlie Bear. Okay, buddy. Come on. Crate. Crate. Go on. Crate. Crate. Good boy. Okay. Good. All right, so let's go over here. Come on, Charlie Bear. Crate. Crate. Good. And okay. Good boy. This is a different crate than he's been used to using, so we've got a lot of them around here. I guess he's got a favorite one that we got back there. But any one that you point him into, he should go. So let's try one more time. If he doesn't go, all I'm doing is giving him a little bit of extra help with the flick of my wrist. So watch this. Come on, Charlie Bear. Crate. Right there. Good boy. And then he should wait till you tell him okay to come out. Good boy. Good boy. Actually, it's a good confidence builder for dogs too. I mean, anything that they're kind of afraid of, whether it be the trains outside our door here, or the trucks that go by, or our garage door at my house, when those go up and down. Whenever a dog spooks and they kind of panic, anything you can take advantage of and use your obedience to help them work through really builds their self-confidence and lowers their anxiety, and is a good idea to do in the end. You may notice he's not wearing his harness. We've been putting him on this slip collar, which has really been great for his training. I recommend you invest in one for his training as he goes on. Now, he won't need it forever, but I think this is really going to help you guys get the foundation of obedience and everything together for him better than the harness in the sense that you can manipulate a dog's body a lot easier with a neck type thing. So, pivoting into the sit and then pivoting into the down and help and assist like I showed you there in the crate is just a lot easier for us. Next thing that we taught is the simple idea to come when called. And so a good tip for you as you start this, first tip, look over your shoulder, because the next thing you're going to do is go backwards. Charlie, come. And you just back away. Good. And when he gets close, that's it. You stop and be sure they sit. So the come is a position in relationship to your body, kind of like heel is a position, except the come position is him sitting in front of you. Of course, the heel position is him sitting next to you and on your left side. Okay, Charlie. So you could let him go for walks in that unspoken command, and then just occasionally give him a call. Charlie, come. Good boy. And make sure he sits. That's it. And then praise. Awesome. Good job, Charlie. Okay. The come is really important to work a lot on a 6-foot leash, because the more distraction that you have and the more distance that you have between you, the less likely it is that they're going to get all the way to you. And so he's a young dog and just now getting his paws wet, so to speak, when it comes to life experience. And so I would always recommend for a dog this age, not to trust your come command to off-leash places where he could get injured or lost. So if you're in a fenced-in yard and you want to practice a little bit, that's fine. Even off the leash, if you back away from him, it kind of draws him like a magnet. So when I say, Charlie, come, just backing away, good boy. You can see it just kind of draws him right to me. Make sure we get that sit at the end. Awesome and okay. I learned a long time ago, many dogs before this one, if you don't make a dog come and sit, later they will come and go all at one time. It's kind of funny. We call those doggy flybys, and it's kind of a thing. But if you can teach him to come and sit, and then just like I have been, when he does get there and sit, I give him praise. You can even give him a little treat from time to time, stuff like that to make it really worth his while to come get to you and sit right away. That's going to help you down the road when you do get to working some off-leash type of techniques to have a dog that will be more consistent. Finally, we taught this place command. Charlie, come here. Place. Place. Oops. Good boy. Good boy. And we just started this one today. So he's kind of new at it. And so this is still going to be an art in the making here. Good boy. This one only has one rule too. He could do whatever he wants on there. He just can't get off of it. So you can give him a chew toy or something like that when they're doing their place command. You don't have to have a cot like this. You can convert it over to like a yoga mat or something like that. But the idea being, you know, when they're in the place command, they could do whatever they want. In other words, he could lay down right now, or he can stand up and turn around. The only thing he can't do is get off of it until I either give him another command, like if I told him to heel. Obviously, he can get off there to fall into my heel position, or if I told him to come, or if I just told him okay. If I gave him the release word, he's allowed to get off of there again. So to teach this, you're just going to kind of line him up on whatever is going to put him on, and we're going to heel right up and say place. Good boy, Charlie Bear. Good boy, Charlie Bear. And then we just kind of monitor him. I like to back up near the end of the leash. Sometimes I'll even get a chair and sit down, read a book for a while. The idea being that they really learn to settle into that area. And if he gets off, all we're doing is saying the word no and putting him back up there. And as we do, saying the word place. And anybody that's taken the time that I've shown this to really make it useful in their own home, everybody that's ever taken that time has always told me it was worth all the time that it took, because this is something that really comes in handy. There are a lot of times in family life where, you know, you kind of want the dog around, but if you're having a lot of guests and, you know, chaos going on around you, like Christmas morning, we like to use this Christmas morning when our kids were smaller, especially all the excitement level and everything. Of course, you want the dogs there too, but you don't want them, you know, fighting over the toy that the last dog got. You don't want them jumping on the kids that are opening their presents. And, you know, the idea of just having that good place command where they can be part of the action without actually being in people's laps during the action is a good thing to have. Right, Charlie Bear? Okay, buddy. Good job. So thank you for your trust in us. We've really enjoyed training with him. He's done really good playing with other dogs at our house. He's been a great fun to take on field trips. In fact, we're going to splice into this video for you. Field trip we took out to Lowe's. And I can tell you that Charlie Bear could start his own fan club. He's just got that look that makes people want to come up and talk to him. And we sure did enjoy all the fanfare with that. And we're just excited to see how he continues to grow, and as he continues to get better and better in his obedience. So looking forward to you getting a chance to view the video. And then we're going to see you next for a private session for you guys to come out as your family comes out and get the leash in people's hands and kind of talk them through some of the techniques. Of course, this video is something that you could click on as many times as you like, and you could watch and practice each of these commands one at a time is what I would recommend, starting with that unspoken command that we showed you, and then the sit, and then the heel, and then the down, and then the come, and then the crate, and then the place. Really, it's kind of a reason for each of those being sequenced like that. And that's going to really get you guys going. So we're always here to help beyond that. If you ever need anything else, just let us know, and we'd be happy to see you guys and Charlie Bear again. And so once more, we'd like to wish you all happy training. Right, Charlie Bear? Okay, buddy. Good job. Good boy. Sit. Okay. Easy. Good boy. Charlie, heel.
Your dog is cute.
Oh, thank you. He's a little scared, but he's doing good.
Can I try to pet?
Sure. Sit. Charlie Bear, sit. That a boy. There you go. That's a good job. Yeah, see, he's nice. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. That'll help him get past his fears. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Too cute to be afraid. Everybody likes you. He's trying to be fun. There we go. Yeah. Good boy, Charlie. He's real sweet once he gets comfortable,
Right.
but just a little nervous. Good training for him, though. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you for your time.
Of course.
Appreciate it, bud.
Of course.
Have a great day.
You too. How are you? How you doing, sir?
Good boy, Charlie. See, that was better, right? Boy, sit. 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 Good job, buddy. Good job. Yep. Sit. Good boy. Go. Good boy. Sit. Good boy, Charlie. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good job, buddy. Good job. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, Father's Day, buddy. Hickory. I'll take that. Heel. Good boy. Good heel. Sit. Good boy. Yep. Good. Sit. Good job, bud. Oops. Good job holding that sit as that dropped. Well done. All right. Good boy. Heel. Sit. Sit. Good. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good job, Charlie Bear. Yep. Good boy. Good. Boy. Good job through there. Right on. What a good job. All right. Super. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Come on. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good job.
Take your time, bring it up, and let me know if you need any further assistance.
Sure will, you betcha.
Thanks, you too.
Good boy, Charlie.
And your receipt, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Our pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
You betcha. Heel? Go on, Charlie. Good boy. All right. Good job, buddy. Good job. So brave. Awesome, bud. Good boy. That's it. Good. Good boy. Yep. Good job.